Already got gas. Ugh. So don't gotta worry about that. Alright, not gonna film much because I just gotta get out of Boise. So yeah, I'll see you once I'm out of here and on the dirt. I'm glad I kept the mid-layer on. I might see 70s today. Today's going to be a bit of a long day. Right about 220 miles, I believe. You know, I could have broken it up into two, but then it would just be two very short days instead of just going to Burns and elk. Where are you? No, you're deer. Okay.
2 hours later.
There is a town on the way through here. I know there's a waypoint for it, but I need to get gas there because it's the last gas on the route for 200 miles. So basically I'll get gas there and then go all the way into Burns on that tank. I love it when I see horses hugging. It's so funny. They love to just kind of cuddle up next to each other and rest their heads on each other. Just kind of lean into each other. It's so cute. Beautiful out here though. It's just Idaho hill country.
346 minutes later.
Alright, two things. Welcome to the Pacific time zone, and welcome to Lime. Hit a closed road, came up the interstate to here, and I gotta try and go back and cross over to get back onto the route. But yeah, coming out of town back there was a little loop that went off of the road and kind of followed along the interstate, and the road was closed. So we're gonna do this. Hopefully it'll connect. It looks like it does on the map. So we're gonna find out. As soon as I crossed the interstate, went back to dirt. So I reconnected in Huntington. But yeah, I just backtracked real quick and looped back around. As soon as I crossed the interstate, it went to dirt. So 50 miles since I got gas. And this is the first sustained dirt that I've been on. Beautiful weather today. It's still low 60s. So I'm glad I got the mid-layer on. Going left. Mayhew line. That's right, Mayhew Reservoir is up here, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm going to it or not. Whenever you see signs that talk about lines, it's like the Mayhew line. But when they're talking about lines, they're talking about survey lines. So when they're originally, when this was territories and stuff like that, you would have a surveyor come out and set a line. They're more common in Australia. They have roads and they have a bunch of areas where, you know, that's you're following the QT line. Oh, God. That's what those were. That was when you were doing surveys, you know, basically on foot. You don't see a whole lot of them still, at least not very many that still have those names. At least in the United States, most of them have been renamed other stuff. There's some really interesting historical stuff about the major land surveys that occurred just to set, set the borders of the states. I'm not even talking about property line designations or any of that stuff, but just to set where does one state end and the other one begin, where does Canada end and the United States begin, all that stuff. They had to have detailed survey data for nearly every square foot of the United States. So you had people literally spend years doing these giant land surveys across the entire country. Excuse me. I don't care where you go, but please move. Move, little one. Gee, move. God dumb. Move. Like, stop zigzagging. Pick a direction. Yeah, welcome to Western Oregon. It is beautiful. Thank you. It's beautiful up here, don't get me wrong. I was really not expecting this to be paved.
Much later.
And sink. Hopefully that works. Got about 40 miles roughly until I divert off. And I'm finally back on dirt. It's literally on pavement up until that point. At the edges of the trail. Well, let's not get hooked by something. I have to watch out for those in California too. Hopefully I don't run into snow. I guess I could. Where am I going? I'm going right. Had to rebuild that. Yep, snow. Let's hope it's not much more than this. comes into, though, because that's muddy. Oof. Oh, crap. I think I'm going to end up having to turn around. There's tire tracks, at least. So somebody's come through. Let's not take my 360 camera off. Oh, I got a full snowbank. So, yeah. That ain't happening. So, yeah, Little Crane Creek. Not passable yet. I didn't even get that far up it, to be honest. Alright, well, I'll get back down here. I'll get down probably to the pavement and see. I'm not sure there's anywhere I can reconnect, because this goes off on its own for a while. Started. See, in this kind of thing I don't mind. Like, this is part of the adventure. You go up, the road's blocked with snow, you just gotta figure it out. This is also why it is important to have additional fuel range. I had more than enough gas back in Payet to not get gas. But I saw on the thing that it's saying 200 miles to the next gas station. And I knew that my diversion to Burns was going to be before that. And so I made sure to absolutely top off in Payet because, now look, I have no idea whether this diversion is going to be shorter or longer than the route. I have no clue. But I'm on this until I get around or get to where I have to divert to Burns. And it could be an extra... I mean, hell, it could be shorter by 15 miles or it could be longer by 60. I don't know. Yeah, you never know when you're going to have to find your way around. That could be a hell of a lot further. You might have to backtrack a significant portion of the route. I only had to backtrack there like 3 miles. What happens if you have to backtrack 30 miles? Here's the route. everything and get to Burns.
Three days later.
All right. Crane Hot Springs, here we come. Apparently there's going to be even more people this year than last year. Last year was the largest ever. It's like 700 people or something.
Hello, Meerkat!
Hello.
And then all the VB40 camp is right in front of the Harley. Brian,
Oh, okay.
Get to the trailer, look to the right.
Okay.
Black 4Runner rooftop tent.
Cool, cool.
Hey!
Hey.
Understood.
Welcome to Giant Loop. Been recognized probably 10 times. More than last year. And yeah, gonna get my tires changed this morning. Not gonna ride today, I'll probably ride tomorrow. Beautiful weather. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. We're premiering the Tuck documentary tomorrow night. Today's Friday. And other than that, it's just kind of hanging out and seeing everybody. It's just an all-around good time. Good times at the Giant Loop Rally.
Day 2.
that is fun. It is just, it is a singular experience. There is nothing else like it.
Day 3.
I don't know if it's a good idea to put
That was close. Yeah. Oh, save it. There you go. That was real close. Oh.
Morgan, on behalf of VB40 and all the veterans that you've helped over the years by your vision, we want to present this to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. One thing I do want to do, though, is acknowledge the staff, the VB40 staff. We are all volunteers. We all have day jobs. Everything that you guys donate goes right back into these trips, goes into supporting the veterans, and goes into projects like you're going to see tonight. But I need to acknowledge my staff, and you guys, please stand up. Sean Dashler, Jonathan Williams, Jake, Brian Mitchell. Please stand up. We're missing one. A lot of you guys probably know who he is, Greg Stoller. He's also part of our group. Great guy. I also want to acknowledge Lisa Williams. Yeah. Please stand up. No, stand up. So, this doesn't happen without you ladies and your support. You for Brian, you for Jonathan, thank you so much. And then I also want to acknowledge our ambassadors. These are very special people who help us out when we need it most. Bill Blodgett, where are you? There. So, Carl Jennings, where's our coaster? Carl's active duty Coast Guard. It's Matt Williams. Where are you, sir? Tall Man Moto. There he is.
He's hard to miss.
Chris Bragg, where are you? Critter Moto. So what Critter does with his project is simply amazing, and there's a direct tie into what we try to do, and that's prevent suicide overall. Ian Friedel, Motorcycles and Pancakes, he's not here. For those of you that were here early, he had a little accident on the highway. He's doing okay. His father's okay, just for anybody that had a question. But he's also a big supporter. He's doing really well. Brady Allen, please stand up. So this is Meerkat ADV, and you will see more of him. Very special individual with a very, very tight story. Grace, the graceful renegade. Also, what we did, what's coming tonight, doesn't happen without her and without Alex Chacon. So, thank you so much.
Thank you for putting up with us.
Yeah.
So this project, the film that you're about to see, here come tears. Before I could sell this to Veterans Back 40, and for those of you who don't know, I was just a guy off the street. This was a cold call to BB40. I was not involved with them. Somehow I ended up on the board. I'm still trying to figure out how that is.
Welcome to the draft.
But I had to sell it to my wife first, and she had to say, yeah, I'm okay with you being gone for almost a month. When she was in, she was all in. And I love you so much, Lisa. And she allowed complete strangers for almost a month to come into our home, and she fed them, and she made sure that they had what they needed, and everything else. And like I said, this would have not have happened. The Veterans Back 40, and Jake and JJ and Sean and the rest of you, Brian. When they were in, they were all in. They were in 100% on this project as well, and I just can't thank them enough. And I'm so proud to be a part of such a great organization whose focus is to just get vets off the couch, get them outside. Portland Community College made a very sizable donation to this project, and basically their money paid for Grace, for the work that Grace and Alex did. So Karen Sanders is here from Portland Community College, and she's the one. She's the one who, after a failed grant attempt, when they said, "Yeah, no problem, man, we're all about this, we're in," and then they said, "Oh, sorry, we can't because you're leaving the country." Karen's the one that came in and said, "Please," and like 2 days later, I get an email. "Yeah, you got your money." The writers that went, Brady and Carl, and I think you two the other ones here.
Yeah.
And the rest of they gave up. They gave up Brady gave up. You were living with us for a month before.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Carl gave up 3 weeks of leave. Guys were giving up vacation. But I'm blessed to have in my life some truly incredible women. My wife, my daughter-in-law. Both who are raising incredible granddaughters, and in that very elite group of women, I count Grace. So get up here, Grace. For a month, for about 5 weeks, every time we sit down, she said, "Okay, John, I'm not going to make you cry on this interview." That shit, she made me cry every time. So that I could make her cry today, I'd be like, woohoo! And it only took me over a year to do it. So I'm going to turn this over to Grace.
Thank you so much, John. I was telling a couple of people earlier that you and Lisa have become like my second parents, and I feel so blessed to have you.
Parents?
There you go. There's Carl with the sass in the background, as per usual. Anyway, first of all, just thank you so much to everybody for being here to watch this film. I feel so humbled and honored to be asked to do this. Brady and I had been following each other for Brady's right in front of me, not over here. We had been following each other for a while when I was living off my motorcycle, and I just got back from Asia, and I was ready to throw the towel in on videography for a minute. And 2 days after I came home and was like, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this, I got a message from Brady that said, hey, I have this very big ask. Do you want to go to Tuktoyaktuk and back with a bunch of veterans and film? And after being in Asia for almost 4 months and not really knowing what direction I had, I said, sign me up. So I had no idea what I was in for, and I don't think any of the guys did either. And we had an incredible adventure, an incredible experience, and most importantly, we got to do the one thing that we set out to do, which was talk about something that's very difficult, and that is raising awareness about veteran and active duty suicide. And it is a huge problem in our country and within our military, and it's something that we all need to be aware of and spread the word about to try and help each other and be present for each other and try to alleviate this as best we can. I'm very excited to show you this film. Alex Chacon sends his sad apologies for not being able to be here, but I am happy to be here to give this to you and to show you just, what Central Oregon deserves to see, which is effort and time and love for our adventure community.
Real quick, I'm sorry guys. I want to acknowledge all of our riders that are here. You guys stand up. All of our veterans. Come on, guys. And then all veterans. Stand up. If you need to talk, you can reach out to us, reach out to the Veterans Crisis Line, reach out to somebody, anyone, but reach out.
Tomorrow for sure.
Packing up. Say hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl. We miss you already, Brady.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, now we only get to see him the same way the rest of you do online. Womp womp.
Probably the better way, honestly.
Oh, no.
The last morning's always just a bit of a, like, it's melancholy, but it's also everyone's busy trying to get ready to go.
Yeah.
So.
Not great.
But it was fun.
It was fun. It was.
So. Yes, it went really fast. So yeah, packing up, and it's going to take me about 150 miles to get back to the Tat, and then heading towards Prineville. So I will see you on the road. I got to pack you away because my load plan got a little screwed up. So I'll talk to you from the helmet. All right. Cameras and cameras and cameras. Oh man, giant loop's always a lot of fun. Let's see if I can sneak in between these two. JJ!
Hey, thanks for coming, man.
Thank you for having me once again.
Yeah, man. Good to see you.
So glad how the project turned out. It's kick-ass. Take it easy. Alright, not going to record a whole lot more, because at least not until I get up to the route. But yeah, that was Giant Loop 2024, and it was pretty nice. I enjoyed that quite a lot.
One eternity later.
The plan is to try and get near Prineville today. Not exactly sure how far that is. I plan on taking several days off because an atmospheric river is on its way through the Pacific Northwest, and I ain't trying to do that. And I'm not trying to ride through rain and snow mix. And got new shoes on Yennefer. Pacific Power Sports was at Giant Loop and was kind enough to hook me up with a new dual venture front and adventure rear. That other set lasted 7,500 miles. Oh, and I got the award at the Giant Loop raffle for the most distance traveled to the rally. Met a ton of subscribers. Oh, there was one really funny thing. Somebody was talking to one of the Tuck guys about my channel, and he called, what did he call, Muskrat ADV instead of Meerkat ADV, and we were all laughing about it. It's like, no, that's my channel's evil twin. When I decide to go to the dark side, it'll be Muskrat ADV. Oh yeah, back to the washboard. Oh, that was definitely my max of people for a little while. I'm definitely an introvert at heart, and that was a lot of people. There was something like 800 people there this year. So it was great to see everybody, and saw Chris from Critter Moto. Ian from Motorcycles and Pancakes actually had a wreck the first day, and he's okay, but he wasn't at the event. And Ben got COVID, so he wasn't at the event. So YouTubers were dropping like flies. But yeah, after an event like that, I need a good like couple of days by myself to just kind of recharge and get back into the mood of peopling, because it's definitely not something I'm naturally good at. This part of Oregon is so much like Colorado. The only real difference is that a lot of the soil is more volcanic. There's parts of Colorado where the soil can be quite volcanic, especially down south. But yeah, just trees, all of it just reminds me all the time of Colorado. Oh, the other thing that was funny was they do a raffle, and so they hand out raffle stuff. But when the BDRs did their thing, they raffled it off, and they gave memberships, and it was to the two people who had done the most BDRs. And when they announced it, Chris just looked over at me, and I looked at her, and I'm like, no, do not give me that. Like, one, I already have a BDR membership, so I'm not worried about it. But let somebody else have that. I do not need anything else. But yeah, I was like, I don't need that. Oh yeah, the trees are getting bigger. Oh, cool bridge. Such an amazing road, but it's just washboard hell. missed that turn. Oh, God. Oh, mistakes were made. Oh, so much of the road is gorgeous, and then you run into this stuff. Oh, come on. Stop. Alright, I will see you in Prineville. It's going to be raining probably the whole way there, so we're just going to try and get there.